Miles here. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Well, I'm working on a project that I got the inspiration from Tracy from one of my Facebook groups. I'll put a link to her YouTube site below. She made a little accordion book like this. I think hers is a little bit better than mine. And she grunged it all up. I actually found some nice images of children that don't look like criminals. A lot of them do. And I thought I would have a go at grunging this up in Tracy's style as she did, because I really, really liked it. So I didn't film putting the book together because I actually didn't know if I was doing it right, if it would work. So what I've done is I've got some pre-made journal cards, and the images which are on the inside I would have never used, and I put them together with some hessian. I don't know if hessian was a really good choice. It's a little bulky in the middle, but it works. And I just sort of held it together with some clips and a little bit of double-sided tape, and I stitched around the edge to stitch it all together. So it's a little accordion style book. I will probably decorate both sides of the pages, and you can pretty much fold it any way you like. It's a little bulky, but it's supposed to. I've left all my threads from the sewing, which I like. I will hopefully grunge it up. I haven't done serious grunge before. I've done a little bit of grunge, but I'd really like to have a go and see what I could do with this. I think the trick with me is to take my time. I tend to get an idea of a project and I really want to get to it and I really want to make it do, and then I end up rushing and I miss steps, and it never quite turns out how I expected. So I might take a bit more time with this one and think about it. So what I've found so far, I've got a bit of a cutout here and I thought that might work here. I'm certainly going to use a lot of ink blending. And then the idea is I put things like this on. So put that on, and I'm using leftovers. So these are little bits of leftover lace, leftover tissue, leftover book pages. I've got some leftover threads. Yes, I keep my leftover threads. There's a whole packet of them. I also made my own lace roll, stitched onto calico with leftover offcuts of bits and pieces of lace that I had. And I've got some pianola roll, and I've got some really, really old newsprint that went yellowy, and I attacked it with the sprays and, you know, flick things and spray things. Whether it's a bit bright, I don't know. I might be able to grunge it down. I've still got a bit of hessian left, so that was the size of hessian that I used. Plus I've got all the other bits and pieces that I collect. So I'm just going to have a bash and try and put something together. Oh, I've got a few dark buttons here which I thought were really nice, and I'll see if I can find a few more dark flowers. I've got a lot of pale flowers and pink flowers and red flowers. Don't have a lot of dark flowers, but I can always make some. So I'm going to have a go with this. I usually don't work with people and faces because I don't particularly like them. I tend to work with more nature, and birds and butterflies tend to feature a lot in what I do. Anyway, I'm going to have a go, so I'm going to try and put this first piece together and get it on the cover and see how we go. So come along with me and see what we can create today.